Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is the Devops mock interview day 129. We already completed 128 mock interviews. So if you are watching this video for the first time, you can check out all mock interviews in the playlist section. And please like this video so that we will get motivation to continue more mock interviews like this. And one more thing, I'm starting a new batch from next week, that is from Monday, from 16th of June. So if you are interested for DevOps training, please ping me on WhatsApp. You can able to see the mobile number displayed here, so you can ping me on WhatsApp to get the details. So classes will be from Monday to Friday, so morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Indian time. Saturday and Sunday you will be having a holiday, so during Saturday and Sunday we can have mock interviews. So whatever you have learned so far in the in weekdays, we can discuss on weekends. During regular days also we will going to conduct mock interviews, so whenever I was available. So yeah, hi Sheshu and Veera, thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Pawan.
Hey, hi, Pon.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, hi, Pawan. I am Veera. I'm a DevOps professional with 6 years of experience dedicated to accelerating delivery and enhancing system reliability. I'm passionate about bringing the gap between development and operations to drive successful outcome. And my hands-on experience covers essential DevOps tools like Git as a source code management tool, and then SonarCube for high quality code check. And we rely on Docker and Kubernetes for high scalable application. And for infrastructure automation and configuration, we are dependent on Terraform and Ansible. And I'm also well aware of AWS Cloud. And to check the system monitoring on daily basis, we have integrated Prometheus and Grafana. Yeah, this is about myself. Thank you.
Yeah, super, everything is perfect. Please continue the same flow, don't miss. So please practice more so that definitely we're going to improve. Sheshu, do you want
Okay.
to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, I'm Naresh. I have 5.8 years of experience in DevOps and I'm a proficient with a range of DevOps tools, including GitHub for the version controlling and collaborated with the development, and Maven we are used for automation the builds, and Tomcat we are for deploying the Java-based web applications, and SonarCube for continuously code quality and inspection, and Nexus for the artifactory management, Jenkins for continuous integration and continuation delivery CI/CD, and Ansible for the automation and configuration management. Terraform as an infrastructure as a code, and Docker and Kubernetes for a containerization and orchestration. I'm also have experience with AWS cloud and services, and use the Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring my scripting skills, including the shell script. I'm also looking forward to discussion how my skills and experience can benefit our team. Thank you.
Yes, Sheshu, you are just reading something. I can easily find out, right? You are answering like 10th class student, how he will answer the question like that you are answering.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to make it realistic.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I've just tried to read out the script which I provided. Okay,
Yeah.
to Veera. So just observe. So hi there. I am so and so. I'm a DevOps professional with 6 years of experience, dedicated to accelerating delivery and enhancing system reliability. I'm passionate about bridging the gap between development and operation to drive successful outcomes. My hands-on experience covers essential DevOps tools like Git for collaborative development, Maven for efficient build process, and SonarCube for maintaining high code quality. I manage critical dependencies with Nexus and leverage Docker and Kubernetes to build and deploy scalable, resilient applications. So whenever we get a full stop, so you need to give a gap.
Okay.
Okay. For infrastructure automation and configuration, I rely on Ansible and Terraform. I'm well versed in the AWS cloud environment, and for keeping a close eye on system performance, I utilize Prometheus and Grafana. So here I given a little bit gap because there is a full stop. Plus, my shell scripting skill help me automate a wide range of tasks effectively. Now I will try to read your script. Okay.
Yeah.
So please observe how I was delivering, depending upon that. Just watch the recording one more time. So in the next time, you should speak like that itself. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Hello, I am so and so, and have 6 years of experience in DevOps. I am proficient with a range of DevOps tools, including GitHub for version control and collaborative development, Maven for build automation, Tomcat for deploying Java web application, SonarQube for continuous code quality inspection, Nexus for artifact management, Jenkins for continuous integration and continuous delivery, Ansible for automation and configuration management, Docker and Kubernetes for containerization and orchestration, Terraform for infrastructure as a code. So on these tools I have experience. So from the past 6 years I'm working on mostly on these tools. So I've just added in between the script if you observe. So you can add like something whatever you want. I have also experience in with AWS cloud services, and I use Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring. My scripting skills include shell scripting. I am looking forward to discussing how my skills and experience can benefit your team. Thank you so much. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just seeing and reading it, but you are feeling that you are not feeling right. It's like realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I practice more, right, definitely without even seeing, I can able to deliver my introduction.
Okay.
So let me introduce without preparation. Okay. So just let me know if you have any feedback. Hello and thank you so much for having me today. I have over 7 years of experience in the IT industry with a strong foundation in Linux administration, cloud DevOps. From the past 5 years, I'm working as a DevOps engineer. I began my career as a Linux administrator where I worked on Linux operating systems. About a year into my career, I transitioned into a cloud engineering. So where I worked on AWS and Azure cloud. So the cloud services includes I worked on EC2, IAM, S3, and few more services. From the past, just a moment, I will attach my charger. If not, it will turn off. Yeah, as I mentioned, so from the past 5 years, I'm working on DevOps. So I'm expertise in version control with Git, continuous integration and delivery with Jenkins, containerization with Docker, orchestration with Kubernetes. And coming to infrastructure as a code, I utilize Terraform, and for configuration management, I use Ansible. Yeah, that's it about me. Okay. I've practiced multiple times. That's the reason right, I'm going with the flow. If I don't practice right, I cannot able to speak confidently. Because I've clearly provided the script. So you need to work on it. You need to practice a lot in backend because you will be having too much of time. Okay, now you need to attend an interview. So if you tell the like this right,
Hmm.
automatically right, it will not give a good impression. They will reject you.
Okay, Pawan. I'm work on it.
Just revisit the recording once again. You will get to know how to communicate. No need to worry. Okay, whoever came to me first time they have right like that itself. Then after right practicing multiple times they have become expert.
Okay.
Yeah. Surya, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks for giving the opportunity, Pawan. I have totally 5 plus years of experience in IT industry, where I have started my career as a Linux admin, and later, based on my company's requirement, uh, my art and my interest in automation, I translated into the DevOps role. Over all the years, I have worked on various DevOps tools and technologies, including CI/CD, containerization, cloud platform, and infrastructure automation. Specifically, for CI/CD, I have used Jenkins for automating build and deployment pipelines. For containerization, I have used Docker for packaging application into the containers. For container orchestration, we have used Kubernetes for managing and scaling the containerized applications. For specifically for the cloud platforms, we have used AWS, where the various services which we have used like EC2, RDS, S3, IAM, Lambdas services, VPCs, etc. in it. Coming to the configuration management, we have used Ansible for automating the system configurations in it. And also we have used Git as a version control tool, and as well as Bitbucket as well. Coming to the infrastructure as a code, we have used both the Terraform and as well as CloudFormation. These are the two tools we have used as a infrastructure as a code. Coming to the scripting, we have used shell scripting for automating the repetitive tasks. So these are my skill sets and a brief summary about myself. I am looking forward to discuss how my experience with aligns with your requirements. So if you have any further questions, I would like to happy to discuss with you. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, everything is perfect, but the way of alignment was in not correct manner. Definitely, right. You will going to work on it, and you will definitely improve. So I just
Okay.
texted you. Just please provide me the details.
Yeah, sure. Sure, Pawan. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, hi Neeraj. Do you want to
Do
introduce?
you
Do
Hi.
you
want
want to introduce?
Sure.
Don't
Don't
reveal your
even.
genuine information.
Okay. Hi, all of you. My name is Nees, and currently I am working as an engineer in Ahmedabad. And right now I'm preparing for Devops, and I want to switch my domain. And currently I have experience of more than 3 years, and I have done uh, some projects related to DevOps in Lambda functions using and Kubernetes and uh, is of the is EC2 instance and the VPC. Currently I'm working on ISE infrastructure as a cloud on Terraform. That's
Oh, thank you so much, Neeraj. So, if you don't know who is Neeraj, Neeraj is a new joiner for our batch 3. So, that we are going to start from Monday, that is from 16th June. So thank you so much, Neeraj. Before right joining the live classes, you have started attending mock interviews. So please continue the same. So attend the classes, simultaneously attend mock interviews as well. It will boost your confidence right before right completing the DevOps batch itself. You will become confident and you will start attending interviews.
okay.
And I will promise you, next 2 months, right, you will upskill a lot coming to DevOps.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, if anyone watching this video on YouTube, if you are looking for training, or if any of your friends are looking for DevOps training, right, you can ping me on WhatsApp. So there will be limited people, not more than 2 to 3 people will be there in my sessions. So please utilize this opportunity. You can ask any doubts, whatever you want. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, now in today's mock interview will be different. I will never call your name. Okay, I will just ask you a question. It's your responsibility to don't speak it out. Raise your hand. That's it. There is a raise hand symbol is there, right? Who will first raise the hand, I will give an opportunity to them. Okay, like for suppose if I raise a hand, right, I'm getting a raise symbol, right? So you to do the same. So who will raise a hand, I will give then option. So one by one, let's go like that. So what is the difference between continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment? What is the difference between continuous integration and continuous delivery and continuous deployment? Sheshu?
Yeah, Pawan. In continuous deployment and continuous delivery, we are using for Jenkins environment
Let
and
I just read the question once again. What is the difference between continuous integration and continuous delivery and continuous
yeah.
deployment?
Okay, okay. In continuous deployments, we are using for low environment testing purpose. We are using for continuous deployment. So we are automating the entire pipeline. We are testing on low environments. And coming to continuous delivery means we are once our lower environment the code was working fine means we are manually we are deploying the code with few people was given the they performed test cases 100%, and after we have taken the approvals on client side also, after only we release the code and continuous delivery.
I didn't get anything. It's okay. Let's give a chance to Veera. So what is the difference between continuous integration and continuous delivery and continuous deployment?
Hi Pawan. So the continuous integration in Jenkins part comes to like where the developer push the codes to the Bitbucket, and as soon as the code is pushes, then it will just create the package. So once the package is done, then it will be tested with the help of SonarQube. So till the testing part, it comes under CI. That is continuous integration. So coming to the next part, continuous delivery and continuous deployment. So continuous deployment is like without any with a single service no approval, it will be deployed. I mean, till the product UAT. So continuous delivery means it will be deployed into a production by automation.
Okay, let me show you the diagram. Yeah, hi Neeraj, go ahead.
Uh, I think continuous integration is basically used for to deploy the code and do the and perform the testings and integrate in the code, and we have to done in the continuous integration and in continuous delivery and deployment. We have to do the automation to deploy the final deployment to the client, our source of code.
Right, developer written the code, we will build the code, we will integrate the code, and we will test the code, right? And once the test is done, we will convert it into a Docker image, we will push it to the Docker hub, then it is called as a continuous integration, right? Once the image is ready, we will going to deploy it as a container. Am I right? So that is a continuous delivery, and it will be released until within your company, so it is not released to the market. That is a continuous delivery. Continuous deployment, it is going to release to the market. So got it, Veera?
Yes, yes.
So what you said, continuous delivery in this place, you
Okay.
shifted the position.
Okay. Okay.
That's the reason I've just shown you the image. Continuous deployment will totally, you will automate everything. Continuous delivery, you will automate
UAT.
until release. It will not going to deploy into the market. Let me see another.
So here delivery it comes till UAT only, right, Pawan? Or it will be a products even the it is internal pre-prod maybe we can say, right?
Yes, you are right. Okay, it is downloaded. So continuous integration. So we will build the code, we will test the code, we will notify to the developer. We will build the code, test the code. If there is any issue, we will write notify to the developer. So delivery. So we will deploy it to the production with manual approval. Deployment, there is no manual approval, directly it going to deploy. So this diagram will help. So let me cut this DevOps project. So I will utilize this in my upcoming batch. It is very clear. It's copied. Yeah. Okay. You got the clarity, right? Shall we go to next question?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to call your name. It's your responsibility to raise your hand and answer the question. Okay. What are some common challenges in CI/CD pipelines and how do you handle them? So yeah, first Veera.
Yeah, so commonly in CI/CD pipeline, for the first stage itself, there will be issues while cloning the repository. If the proper credentials is not given, or the proper URL is not given, in the first stage itself it will get failed. And coming to the next step, it will look, if for example, if it is a Java application, then definitely the Maven plugin should be there. If it is not there, again, there will be issue. And moreover, we in the pipeline script we have to mention the updated, the Java version. Even if the older version is available there and it is not compatible with it, then definitely we'll get an issues over there. So like if you take a step by step, like for every step for Git, the Sonar code, the Docker repo, so all the credentials has to be properly managed over there. And these are the few similar issues which we commonly faced over there.
Okay, thank you so much, Veera. So, Surya, please go ahead.
Yeah, the most common problems which appear in the CI/CD pipelines is the dependencies and the plugins which is required to get upgrade the versions. So we constantly get monitored by time to time. For example, if the when it comes to the Kubernetes cluster, it's a version will be need to be get upgraded. So when it is get upgraded, then only the dependence then deployment flow will be get easily will be happen, and also the config and also authentication also we require to make it happen. And I also we required to give the IAM roles for the specific services which are required to deploy over there. So these are the few challenges which is in the CI/CD side.
Okay. So, make like you got this question right now. So, in the next time when in the interview they will ask, right? So, try to make some 2 to 3 points on your own. So, when they ask, you can explain them.
Okay.
So, you can utilize my real-time project as well. So, when I shown you the project in live class, so there what I have done, I've configured Maven plugin. Okay, I've run the project. So sometimes it got failed. So you can use that particular challenge as an example. Sometimes, right, I forget to add a credentials of Docker Hub. So because of that, it cannot able to log in, and it cannot able to push it to the right image to the Docker Hub.
Correct.
So like that, you just need to make some points, or when I provide you the access to this GitHub, right? Just check it out, and you can utilize these points as well. So do you know what is the difference between Docker Swarm and Kubernetes? This is one of the most challenging question in every interview. They mostly ask difference between Docker Swarm and Kubernetes.
Both are orchestration tools where Kubernetes are widely popular because of it has a more secure compared to the Docker Swarm, and also it can be easily get auto scaled the pods compared to it. It has a wide range of capabilities compared to the Docker Swarm.
Okay, Docker Swarm will help us to scale the application. Kubernetes also will help us in scale the application. Okay, what is
Yes.
the difference? Like, using Docker Swarm also, I can able to scale my application.
Uh, Compared to the security and the networking access,
Security means what type of security?
the parts which is required to make it has to be a proper parts need to be a proper need to be secured in the particular network, so it has a more services when compared to the Docker Swarm.
Super. This one I agree with you. Definitely compared to Docker Swarm, Kubernetes has a more objects, more services. Docker Swarm doesn't support secure secrets. Kubernetes
Yeah.
supports secrets, right? You can able to store your passwords as a secret. But in Docker Swarm, it's not available. In Kubernetes, we can able to roll back to previous version. Is it
Yes.
possible via Docker Swarm?
I think no.
Yeah. So you need to mention the important points,
Yeah. Okay.
because here the main point was difference.
Agree.
So Docker Swarm will be right helpful until the development or testing environment. So in the production, if you want to tolerate right, huge amount of load, then definitely Kubernetes can easily handle any kind of traffic. Docker Swarm will be, it's okay, we can utilize, but we need to use it for development or testing environments like that. And there are so many points are there. Okay, whatever I get it, I will deliver. No need to worry. I will show you the points. Okay, how do you implement infrastructure as a code in your projects? How do you implement infrastructure as a code
By
in your
using
projects?
Terraform as a tool, uh, we'll implement the projects over there. We'll write the code.
Okay, so let's use the raise the hand one so that it will help. So Veera, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, so normally in our project we have a technical architect, so he gives a clear plan of the requirement of the project. So based on that, we use Terraform, and we maintain a Terraform script which consists of all the resources we need, and we'll deploy it with the help of it. And we use variables in it so that it will be used for the multiple time purpose.
Okay, Sheshu, you want to add some points?
No, Pawan, I'm not aware of that much question.
Okay. How would you handle a security breach in CI/CD pipeline? So, Surya, you have mentioned about the security, right? So let us give him a chance. So, how would you handle a security in your CI/CD pipeline?
In our pipeline, we'll restrict the access. Number one, for the who is taking the who is got the access and the what are the issues is taking to security breach. We will restrict that user access. Number two, we will make it secret whatever the passwords which are required to make it a secret. We will use the AWS secrets manager, which is used in the AWS secrets. Uh, so these are the two things.
Super. Veera, do you want to add any points? Surya, you are right.
Um, whatever you said is correct. I mean, like we can see the audit logs as well. For the authorized access. If anyone has been misused, we can change the repos.
And we can
We can
check in the
disable
CloudTrail as well.
yes.
In the AWS CloudTrail, we can able to rectify that IAM user who is doing the security breaches. We can identify through CloudTrail as well.
Okay. Yeah, Veera, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's covered. So maybe yeah, we can all the bills, whatever is going to happen, and we can just see the root cause analysis about it, and we
Okay.
can rectify it.
Okay.
And maybe once everything is good, we can resume the bills.
Yeah, sure. If Veera is talking, if you want to answer, if you want to add any point, so you can raise your hand. So once the Veera is completed, then I will give you a chance, because if Veera is speaking something, so if you interfere in between, right? So whatever you want to deliver, right, that point will be missed. Explain the difference between Ansible and Terraform. Yeah, Veera, go ahead.
So Ansible and Terraform plays a different roles here, because if for setting up an infrastructure with all the AWS resources, we use Terraform. Once the setup is configured, for installing any softwares, any packages or upgradations, or for rectifying any vulnerabilities, we use Ansible, because like we set up multiple huge servers for any of the project. So going into a server, and in a single server we need to upgrade any package, it is very difficult, so we go for Ansible. So we have an option called, we can segregate the post section, like whether it's a web application servers, DB servers, we can filter it out there and we can just pass it in a single playbook. So it will just do the work over there. So this is the main difference between the Terraform and Ansible.
That's it. No one want to raise your hand? Okay, I'm not satisfied with your answer. So what is blue-green deployment? So why is it useful? Here I'm not asking a terminology. Okay, I'm just asking you the strategy. Yeah, Surya,
Blue
go ahead.
green deployment is nothing but whenever the uh, it's a minimal downtime. This is deployment which is required to maintain a minimal downtime of the environment, where we can route the traffic entirely from the route 53 to another environment by using the blue green deployment.
It's not a minimal downtime, it's a zero downtime. Okay.
Zero downtime. Okay.
Yeah, Veera, please go ahead and try to add point.
Yeah, so the blue-green deployment mainly comes into picture like if they are testing any new application, right? So they will create two identical environments. So one will be in blue and another will be in green. So they will scale down entirely of the one particular environment and they will test the new application which they are deployed, and by giving the huge traffic and whatever the possible scenarios. And once everything is going seamlessly and they'll test it for a few days, so once it is good, then they will switch it back to the another identical environment which they have planned to uh, go ahead with the cluster. So that is how blue green method they will be using it.
Okay.
There will be zero downtime for it.
Okay. So Surya, you got right. You need to mention two identical environments. One is blue, other one was green. So you have missed that point.
Yes.
So let's
You
give a
have
chance
right.
to Seshu. Yeah, Seshu, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, what I am points is there we are already told. In we are using blue green deployment, we ensure the downtime. At the same time, we are switching the traffic via labels to existing application to and upgrade version. We are switching the traffic with the help of labels.
Okay, this mock interviews was conducting for you. Oh, okay, and utilize. So not only for Seshu, it applies for all. So if someone is repeating, if someone said the answer correctly, it's okay. It's their answer because you didn't get a chance. So you can repeat the same whatever you know. So
Okay.
you can explain clearly compared to others, but don't mention right. I'm agree with Veera. So it will not going to help you. So
Okay.
if you can answer it, repeat it. It's okay. Nothing will happen. It's a practice for you, right? In the real interview, you might again you will watch this recording one more time. You can check it out. Okay, how I was delivering the answer. So if you tell I'm agree with Veera, so it will not when you rewatch the recording, you, right? You cannot able to check your knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, Anu, the question was, I will show you once again. What is blue-green deployment and why is it useful?
So blue-green deployment is like if you are like upgrading our applications. In that case, first we will do the changes in the staging environment. Then, if everything goes perfect, then we will apply that changes in the live environment. Till that time, we will off the traffic, and the time of we will deploy the application in the live environment. We will on the traffic, and we will test that application is working perfectly or not.
So what is blue-green? I want the explanation about this.
Yeah, blue green means whenever it is in testing stage, it will be blue, and once it will come to life, we'll make that as a green.
Yeah, in blue is the existing application. It's already live. The application was on live. So and when developer few changes was given the new application, the existing application, they created the new features means we are considered as a upgrade version, so we can consider as a green. So when you are switching to the green means we need to switch the traffic. So without the downtime we achieve the this scenario, so we are using for blue green deployment.
Okay. So what is an immutable infrastructure?
Immutable infrastructure means where we will change the configuration, not whole servers.
So anyone want to answer? What is an immutable infrastructure?
Whenever we want to change, like in that particular applications, only we will change the images and the configurations.
So immutable infrastructure in DevOps involves deploying infrastructure where instances are created and predefined. Consistent images are never modified after deployment. So instead of updating existing servers, new instances are deployed with each change, ensuring a predictable and reliable environment. This approach eliminates configuration drift, simplifies rollbacks, and enhances the consistency of infrastructure across different environments. Like for suppose if there is an EC2 instance running, so if I need a change of something in the EC2 instance, so I will never going to touch that EC2 instance. In that place I will replace with a new server with an updated version. That is an
So
immutable
we
infrastructure. So what are the tools available to utilize this immutable infrastructure? Veera, you want to
no,
say
no, I was
something?
just asking, like, since you said like we'll be going with the new instance instead of the old one, so the old one will be terminated, is it, or we won't be using it, right?
Yes, you are right.
Okay.
We will use
So for
Terraform,
creating
right?
instance, yeah, definitely we'll go for Terraform. Yeah. For configuring in it, yeah, we use Ansible.
So Anu, you got it right. You said reverse.
Yes, yes.
How do you implement RBAC in Kubernetes? If anyone want to answer, raise your hand. Yeah, Veera, go ahead.
Yeah. So for the mainly this RBAC will be used in a Kubernetes for role-based access control. So like only whoever is we have provided the access, only they can implement the services or the objects. Yeah.
Sorry, Seshu, go ahead.
Yeah, RBAC is the in RBAC is the on K8 Kubernetes we have the object, one of the object, so we can roll back access control. So in RBAC we can consider as a four stages is there, like role based cluster and cluster role binding. Sorry, role binding and cluster blending. We can restrict the users on role based or role binding or cluster blending. We can restrict them to protect our cluster resources.
So imagine opposite person was a kid. He don't know anything. So then how you will going to answer that? So like that you need to tell. Like for suppose I have asked you how to implement RBAC in Kubernetes. So just think over it and just imagine you are speaking with your best friend. So
Okay.
speak it like that. No need to get confused. It's okay, right? Even I will also confuse. It will take some time. So, but speak it confidently. Whatever you know, tell that. Even if it is wrong, it's okay. I will correct you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Surya Teja, go ahead.
Yeah, mainly this RBAC will be we will implement in the namespaces where we restrict the namespaces which are able to access. So for example, for the dev environment, we have a separate namespace, and for environment wises, we have a different namespaces. we will restrict the access through the RBAC, through the namespaces we will restrict them, and as well as through the role binding we will able to make it restricted.
Super.
So
Seshu, you got it right. Like this, you need to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veera, go ahead.
Yeah, so in RBAC in K8, you have multiple components that is like, the role based, custard role, then role binding and custard role binding. So normally role will be, particular to restricted to a namespace, whereas the cluster, yeah, for the different environments, we can be used it. The same way, the role binding will grant a role to users or groups in a namespace. Again, cluster also will be the same way, but to a different environment, we can say.
So if you see this image, so there will be a cluster role, right? Role binding and the role. So under the cluster level, if you want to restrict the access, okay, then you can use a cluster role. Getting. So if you want to restrict the user access under namespace level,
Yeah.
so I will show you the answer at the ending, then you will get the clarity. There is a cluster role and the role binding. So other one was for namespace level, what it will be? Under namespace level, there is a different terminology we will use. So cluster role binding. Oh, only role we will use, I think. Am I right?
yes, and for a service account we have we can able to give access for to access any namespace, right?
Yes. Okay, I will just try to check some best image. Okay, then I will share it in our WhatsApp group. Okay, it will take some time. I will research the best image. I will add that so that you can go through it. In the next interview, when they ask, you can easily answer. Okay, next one. Yeah, you got it, ninth one. So, how do you debug a stuck Jenkins job? So, first Anu has raised the hand, then after Veera. So, let's give a chance to Anu, then after Veera, then after Surya. Yeah, Anu. So, how do you debug a stuck Jenkins job?
Yes, we can check like the console output and logs. Why it is like stuck.
Okay, so you can elaborate. So you will go and check the console output. Okay, I will agree with your point. So take one
Yes.
scenario or like one error while you're doing a project. You might get some issues, right? So you can take that example and you can explain.
Okay. So first I will check the logs, error messages. What is the error message? Like why it is stuck? Sometimes maybe due to some plugins, maybe it will be failed or it will be stuck. So in that case, related to plugins, we can build a solution. If it is due to any like any coding related issues like syntax error or anything, we can take that one.
Okay, thank you so much, Anu. Let's give a chance to Veera.
Yeah, Pawan. So the first step, as soon as the build gets stuck, right, I'll just go and see nodes whether they are responsive or not. And if they are responsive, then I'll just go to the console output and I'll see in which step exactly it is failing. And based on that, I'll also see if there is any, space issues in the cluster also. And also, yeah, step by step analysis in the console output will come to know like in which step it is failing. Accordingly, we can just debug it and we can solve the issue.
Okay, yeah, Surya, go ahead.
Yeah, So to debug the Jenkins pipeline issues, we see the console output, and also we'll check that, for example, if it is any authentication issue, it will throw 4xs error. So by that uh, codes also we can able to check that logs, and we can able to identify where the issue is raised. And also if it is infra issue, it will be throw the error 5xs in the log side. This is the how we can able to estimate where the issue is raised by checking the console output.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I forget. So thanks for reminding that error messages. So I will just check it out that error messages. I've told you right. I will share you an image, but I forget it. So it's like for if I sometimes if I tell you right, I will going to provide it. If I forget, you can remind me. So I will check. Okay. It was stored in my system itself. I don't know exactly, but there is a wonderful image which I find it out in LinkedIn. So, but I saved it for my right. It will helpful right when if we have one image which provide what is 100 error, what is 200 error, what is 400 error, 401 error. So these all errors we need to know. Just an overview in the interview if they ask. So what is the success message of HTTP? So 200 is a success message. So why will we get 400 error? So these things we need to know an idea. So as a human being we'll forget, but if we see that image, if we revise it during interviews, it's plays a crucial role. For now, right, I will forget. So when I start attending interviews, right, I will just revise that image once more time. Okay, so definitely it will help me in the interview. But yeah, so yeah, Surya, I need to give you the access as well. So just remind me once we that end the session. So I will give you the GitHub actions, GitHub access for all the interview questions.
Sure, Rafa.
How do you handle drift detection in Terraform? So still we have 10 questions. Is it okay, right? The interview was going long. Yeah, hi Anu, go ahead. Seshu, you can mute yourself.
Yeah, in drift detection, we can identify by Terraform plan command, and we can resolve it by Terraform import command.
Yeah, you are right. By executing Terraform plan, we will exactly get to know what it exactly going to create. Through that, we exactly get it. Okay, if in the Terraform plan itself, it will throw an error. So if it is right, if it's not going to create, if there is any configuration issues and all, or we can use Terraform refresh as well. If anyone watching this video on YouTube, please like this video. And if you are looking for training, so from upcoming Monday we are starting a new batch that is from 16th June from morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Indian time. So Neeraj has already
I have
enrolled. So
I have some doubt regarding this class. Should I ask here, or I need to connect after
yeah,
the
go ahead.
session? I want to ask, like you already mentioned, first you will cover Git, then Jenkins, right? Like that way, you will complete the courses, right?
Yeah. So first I will start from Git, then after Jenkins,
Uh,
then after Terraform, then after Ansible. Then during Terraform sessions, we will discuss about some AWS services, where I will discuss what
okay.
is VPC, what is subnet, what is root table. So all these terminologies. So once we learn about that manually, then using Terraform, we will create VPC, public subnet, private subnet, root tables, internet gateway. All these things you don't know, right? Without knowing that, we cannot able to work on Terraform. So first, I will explain AWS what is VPC. Then I will create a manually how to create a S3 bucket. Okay, I might not explain you in-depth concepts, but I will give you the some right important which is necessary for our DevOps. But so I will request you to go through some from your side as well, tutorials on important services like VPC, S3, IAM. So these are the EC2. So these four services are more important for our DevOps perspective. If you go
And
through, it will definitely help.
yeah, I have another doubt. Like for example, we are already giving the interviews. Okay, so I want to get the access for that like recording sessions, which already previously provided. Can we get that one also, so that we can go through like faster way? We can complete at least before we can ready for interviews, or it's not possible.
Which one? Which recordings?
Every month you are giving like course details or teaching to students, right? So in that case you already record the sessions, maybe you will keep it, right? So
Yes.
I want like we already started the batch and it will take almost 3 months, right? So we cannot wait for 3 months to give the attend the interview or wait for the that much
Oh,
period of
got
interview.
it. Yeah,
When we
definitely.
prepare,
Definitely,
so
we'll
I
get that
want to go
recording.
through interviews before I
Mm,
will join the class, but side
yes.
by side I will cover it from my side so that I can prepare well and I can start at interviews, right?
Yes.
So
We
where
all.
I'm lacking, I want to complete that one first, faster way. So we can get the access right before. I'm saying.
Yes. Yes. You will
Otherwise, it
get.
will take a lot of time.
You will get the batch two recording, which we already completed, right? If you see.
Yeah.
So I will maintain every batch. So if I go to recordings folder, DevOps batch 1, every tool recording is there. DevOps batch 2, every tool is recording is there. If you want on particular tool, definitely I will provide you the access. You can join the live classes as well. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
just
yes. I
revisit the
will do.
recording and simultaneously you attend the live classes so that you will get the clear picture.
Yes, and I have another doubt. For example, I'm stuck in anything. For example, Git. Sometimes in configuration part I stuck many times. I was not able to resolve the issues. As that is that cases. Like, do you have any personal sessions where we can clear our doubts?
Yeah, because if you see, we will conduct classes uh, from Monday to Friday, right?
Okay,
Saturday, Sunday, it's a weekend for me. I will be free because
okay,
if you see in my sessions hardly 4 to 5 people will be there. So in
mm-hmm.
that 4 to 5 people also, no one will reach out to me. Definitely, if you reach out, you can reach out to me on Saturday and Sunday, even on days as well. So not only Saturday and Sunday, you can directly ping me the error screenshot in my WhatsApp message.
Okay,
So yeah,
and
I'm getting stuck here. So then
yeah,
right away in the WhatsApp, if it is resolved, I will guide you. If it is not possible, create an invite. Like how I created a Google Meet invite,
yes,
right? You also create an invite and share me the invite. I will join. Use just share your screen. I will guide you
yeah, yeah,
at exactly where you got stuck.
yeah. And I have another doubt. Like, what about mock sessions? It will be in weekend only.
Not only weekends. Today, right? It's a regular day. So mostly from 11 a.m. I will like my login time will be after afternoon. So morning I will be free. If I am free, I will conduct. So I will not right give the false promises. Every day you will have the mock interview. Not like
Yeah.
that. Saturday and Sunday, damn sure you will be having a mock interviews. If I miss it Saturday and Sunday, I will cover it in the on regular days. Mostly if I am available, I will conduct daily as well.
Okay, fine.
If I'm not available, I will update in our WhatsApp group that today I will be not available. So yesterday I was available. I've conducted the mock interviews. Today also available. I've conducted the mock interviews. Tomorrow also might, if I don't have any right work, then definitely I will be available.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. What are readiness and liveness probes in Kubernetes? Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, readiness, liveness props is used to check our pod status. Like in readiness prop, like we can check it is ready to like receive the traffics or not. And in liveness props, we can check the status of that pod, like it needs restart or anything. We can check the health checks.
So Surya, go ahead.
Yeah, Pawan. The readiness probe, what it will do, whenever the container is ready to start accepting the traffic, then only it will send by using a readiness probe. Well, liveliness probe is nothing but one until it has to be boot up, and it has to come into the available state. Then only the traffic will be able to it will serve the traffic. So this is the two difference.
Okay. So anyone want to add? Let me go and check. There might be some image might have collected. DevOps, Kubernetes. Yeah, if anyone want to add, definitely go ahead and add. Probe. Not this one. Just a moment. So let me open this image. So if you see, whenever we will check the right health of the pod by executing some commands. Okay. So that checks we called as liveness and readiness. Okay. So like for suppose I want to check the pod under the slash health directory. Okay. It was responding or not whenever I call the slash health or slash ready. So my application was responding or not. Okay. Liveness is nothing but if my application was not responding correctly, I will restart the pod. That is liveness. If the readiness fail, okay, I will stop sending the traffic to that particular pod, and I will remove that particular pod IP address from the service endpoint. Okay, in the Kubernetes classes, right, I've already shown you, I've described the services and I've shown you the endpoint. So whenever readiness got failed, it is removing the endpoint. Okay, I've shown you clearly if you remember. So that's the difference. Liveness, it will restart the pod. Readiness, it will remove, it will not send the traffic to that pod because pod is not responding. Okay, so that our application will not have a downtime, right? If you send the traffic to unhealthy pod, user will get restricted, and he will move to some other application. Now the market was crucial. Yes or no? If my Blinkit is not working perfectly, then what I will do? I will shift to some other app. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, next. How do you monitor deployments in production? Yeah, no, go ahead.
So in deployments is like we can update our pods. In deployment we can mention like what is the replica set. So we can check all the like pods are running successful.
If someone want to add, definitely go ahead.
Yeah, so Pawan, in a prod deployment, so if we can go directly by giving a Kubernetes command like kubectl get pods in the pod m and by giving the namespace over there, and also we have integrated the Prometheus, for health check and the and Grafana also, so we can just go there and see clearly like what is the health status of the particular pod.
I think this is the errors code. Okay, I told you right. Yeah, 200, 201, 202, 204, 301, 302, 304, 307, 400, 401, 403, 404. Okay, I will share you this PDF file. So just go through it. It will help you a lot. You should know as a DevOps engineer what are the error message, what is the reason behind it. Okay, I will update in. Sorry.
Share with me. Please share with me also.
Definitely, I will update in Google Drive, and I will share with like whatever email you have provided, right? I will update you, so it will be handy. Like whenever you attend interviews, you can happily open in your mobile. You can open it and you can revise it before attending interviews. How would you migrate an app from on-premise to AWS? Yeah, Veera, go ahead.
So, firstly, we'll understand the project or the application, like what exactly is there in on-premise. For example, if it is having a multiple microservices, then it will be easy to migrate. So, first we will partialize it into a different microservices clearly, and so that in a step-by-step manner we can just start doing it. And we have to sit with our architect and understand, like what kind of architecture we need to build it according to the the size of the our application. So based on that, with the help of Terraform script, we can, by setting all the rules, we can just,
Super.
keep the application
All
ready.
right. If anyone want to add,
So yeah, to addition to that point, so we need to maintain the sheets of the which is on-premises services which are we using. So based upon the criticality, if it is less critical, we will migrate it first. Based upon the critical, we need to give the timeline as well. So we use the VPNs like yeah, VPN like Easy Connect and some other VPNs. So which you use it to migrate from on-premise to AWS cluster.
okay. Yeah, Veera, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one more point. Like if in case if it is a very big application and it is having a difficulty to migrate to a cloud, we can take a help of AWS and use this snowball so that they will help us to migrate it to the cloud.
I think if it is a AWS Enterprise Edition, we have access for AWS support as well. We can raise a ticket and we can ask them to request to how we can migrate. They can provide the beautiful documentation in the AWS services.
Yes. So they will guide you how to migrate an appli there from, like for suppose if it is a IAS, there is a separate documentation. If it is database, there will be separate documentations. So how do you secure your cloud sorry, Kubernetes cluster? Yeah, I know, go ahead.
We can secure Kubernetes cluster by using the RBAs, and we can secure by policy of network policy.
Anyone, if you want to answer, raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, the Kubernetes cluster which we will deploy, it is in a public subnet, private subnet. So it can be easily get accessed from the networking point of view. So in that way, it is so much secure.
We can implement RBAC, right, to secure.
R back also, yes.
Yeah, you need to tell. We can implement the RBAC so that we can able to secure the Kubernetes cluster, because in RBAC what we will do, whoever required whatever access, we will provide only that particular access.
Okay.
We are not going to allow, right, any person to enter into the cluster.
But in the cluster side, we can maintain a multiple pods with different namespaces. For example, I have created a cluster with multiple namespaces in it, and I have integrated it. With the RBAC, we can able to give access to uh, multiple users, right?
Yeah,
So uh, we can't able to restrict the cluster in that scenario.
sorry, didn't get you.
In that scenario, we can't able to restrict a single cluster. In that scenario, we can't able to restrict to the particular users, right? Clusters can be able to access, but inside the clusters, the microservices which is represented with the different namespaces can be able to restrict that,
Yeah,
right?
yes. So that is authentication and authorization. Yeah, everyone can able to authenticate, but if you want to have that authorization, definitely we can have a particular role for them.
Okay. Yeah, Sheshu, go ahead.
Yeah, we can use for RBAC, and we can restrict it the namespace level, and we can maintaining the resource quota is there. We can restrict it also and resources quota also.
Yeah. Okay. Explain a situation where a deployment broke production. How you have handled it. So this one definitely they will ask.
Definitely, we need to roll back to the previous version, and we need to investigate why it is why it is happened and why it is get broken because of any dependencies or any other issues has been happened during the deployment. We need to report to the particular team, whether it is infrastructure. We need to report to the DevOps team. Whether it is a code side issue, we need to report to other side issue. So basically, we will take the which is deployed in the pre-prod only. We will take the same code to the production. So mostly it will be issue because of infra side or some of the dependencies which is required to install during the production deployment. That also we need to might take care of during the run book as well. So this is the approach. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Yes, to maintain the zero, like less downtime, immediately we can do the rollback, and after that we can identify what is the issue. Is it related to anything? We need to identify the root cause, and then before doing the deployment, so we need to do the deployment in the staging environment. If everything is going good, then only we'll do the deployment in the production environment.
Okay.
Uh, can I tell my real-time experience during the time?
Yeah,
So
definitely go ahead.
during the time of a production deployment, the DB team, which required to run some queries in the DB side. So some actually for every 3 months we have a production deployment. During the time, the DB team, if they made any wrong in the queries, it will also leads to the downtime of the production environment. So that is, I have got one scenario in the production deployment. So immediately we got roll back the previous version, and we have sit with the team, and immediately it get resolved.
Okay. So how would you handle configuration difference between environments like development, staging, production? Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Yes, we can maintain the different workspace for our production development and staging environment. We can use the namespace to manage it.
So Veera.
Yeah, we can use config maps in the deployment file and we can differentiate it.
Surya?
In the Terraform side, we have a concept called workspaces. In the workspaces, we can maintain the for particular environment whatever they created. Under that, we can able to maintain the configuration for a particular environment. So for dev, it is a separate VPC, and stage it has a separate VPC, and production it has a separate requirements of VPC. So likewise, we can maintain different configuration under workspace.tf files, and we can deploy it
In the Kubernetes?
using namespaces.
In namespace will divide your cluster into multiple micro, right? But here
Yeah.
we are discussing about configurations. You can use different configurations, right?
Mm,
We can create different config maps.
yeah, correct.
Okay, what is the purpose of using a service mesh like Istio? Nowadays it's trending, right? So what is the purpose of that Istio tool? Why companies are preferring that? So Istio is not but service mesh. Why they are using? Reason behind that. What is the purpose of that? How do you manage multi-cloud environments?
Yes, we can manage multi-cloud environments by the help of Terraform.
To Terraform provider we can use, right?
Different providers we can use, right?
Yes.
Okay, what is the role of GitOps in our modern DevOps?
So GitOps is basically it can be automate the complete deployment. It cannot handle the deployments separately. Whenever you push the code, it automatically detects the images and it will deploy into the deployment tools. So GitOps is completely based upon the Git side only. It will take a single source of truth as a Git. So that
Yes, you are right. So complete your operations part, GitOps nothing but operations. So nothing but deployment will be managed via source code repository. So whatever changes you required, you will update in your source code. So whenever there is a change, automatically it will trigger. So the popular tool was Argo CD, where it will trigger and it will deploy the updated version.
and also Argo CD will able to compare that whatever the deployed and whatever the code side configuration, they both get a compare. If any changes has been manually done in the CD side also, it will automatically get fetched from the where it is taken Git as a single source of truth. It will take that code and it will deploy whatever written in the Git side.
Yeah, shall we check the answers?
Sure.
So the first question was, what is the difference between continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment? So CI automates the code integration and testing. So whenever developer written the code, he will push the code as right. We will build that code. If there is any issues in the code, we will notify to the developer. So that part is a CI. CD automates packaging and readiness of deployment. So what we will do once the code was running successfully and there is no bug in the code, okay, we will done the all checks, then we will convert that code into a package. That package will be converted into a Docker image, and we will push the Docker image and we will store that in some Docker hub, so whatever be ECR, whatever it may be. Okay, then once the image is ready, we will deploy that as a container. That is a continuous delivery. So if you deploy that into your pre-prod environment, as Surya mentioned, that it is a continuous delivery. So from pre-prod to production, we will going to deploy with manual approval. Nothing but we will ask our top level higher management before deployment. So without any approval, if you are directly deploying into the production, fully automated deployment to production, that is a continuous deployment. Nothing but there is no manual approval, no nothing. You are directly releasing new feature. So WhatsApp is there. So WhatsApp as release a new feature called as react to your messages. So without any manual intervention, if you are directly releasing to the market, that is a continuous deployment. No, before releasing it, you are only allowing your company users to use it first. Okay, if it is working successfully, then after only, okay, then you can use with manual approvals. Okay, then it is a continuous delivery. Okay, what are some common challenges in CI/CD pipelines and how do you handle them? So long build time. Okay, so there must be some dependencies, or there might be some parallel builds. So there, then what we can able to do, we can scale the nodes, right? Then automatically the load will get reduced. So these are the most, like here we are discussing the challenges. What challenges? Long build times is one of the challenge. So it's security issues, so your code security. So then we can use scanners like Trivi. Okay, broken builds. So use pre-merge checks and approvals. Nothing but before merging, right? If you want to before merging, there is a pre-merge checks. There is hooks, Git hooks. We have discussed in live classes. There is a pre-commit hooks, right? Pre-merge hook, right? Before that, it will just execute. You can run the scripts as well. It will go and check. So flaky test. So it will add retries. So these are the most common challenges and the resolution for that. What are the difference between Docker Swarm and Kubernetes? So Docker Swarm is simple, easy to set up, native to Docker. Kubernetes feature rich, supports complex deployment, widely adopted in production. Did I mention or not? How do you implement infrastructure as a code in your projects? So use Terraform or CloudFormation provisioning, version control, right? IAC. Use modules, variables, remote state for reusability and scalability. So how would you handle a security breach in your CI/CD pipeline? So revoke credentials by secrets. So audit the logs, rotate keys and reset tokens. Yes. So if you see in MNC's company, when you work, right, every 45 days you will get a notification to your Outlook. Please change your password. Yes or no? Every 45 days I need to change the Outlook Microsoft account password, because only for security purpose. So when the password got changed, no one can able to get the password, right? Every 45 days the password will get changed. So for only security purpose we will revoke that. So run the security scans and patch vulnerable images. So explain the difference between Ansible and Terraform. So Terraform is a declarative used for provisioning infra. Ansible was procedural, used for configuration management. So use Terraform first, then Ansible for configuration. So what is blue-green deployment and why is it useful? So two environments, blue old, green will be new. So switch traffic from blue to green post validation. So first you will check the new version, whether it is working successfully or not. If it is working, using load balancer, you will switch the traffic from the old version to new version. So enables rollback and zero downtime deployment. So what is immutable infrastructure? Servers are not updated. They are replaced with new versions. So ensures consistency, avoid drifts, tools, Terraform, Packer, Docker. So Packer, do you know Packer? Nowadays people are not using Packer, but I have worked on Packer as well. Packer will be used to create AWS IAM images. Predefined AWS IAM images. Nothing but I can create my own AWS IAM. In that IAM I can able to install any softwares. Whatever required I can able to convert that into a AWS IAM. Right, using that image I can create a EC2 instance using Terraform. But nowadays Packer is not using, but yeah, long back I worked on Packer as well. How to implement RBAC in Kubernetes? So create role by cluster role, role binding by cluster role binding. So you can create the role and you can give this role to your particular user. Like he will get the pods, he can list the pods. Okay, whatever you want, verbs you can add. How do you debug a stuck Jenkins job? So check the console logs, enable verbose sh output. So kill zombie jobs using kill, right? You can able to kill the jobs which is right taking huge CPU and memory. So clear the workspace if it is corrupted. Of course, so when we work on the project, so first step was I'm clearing the workspace, right? Once the workspace was clear, then only we are building the code. Because if you don't clear the workspace previously, when already build was happened, so that code will be there. Again you are freshly building the code, that will also will be get added. So due to that mismatches, your code might corrupt. So because of that, first you need to clean the workspace, then create a new build. So how do you handle drift detection in Terraform? So run Terraform plan regularly, use CI/CD to compare state with reality, enforce policies using Sentinel or OPA. So this is one tool, so where we can apply the policies. What are the readiness and liveness probes in Kubernetes? So liveness, restart container if it is unhealthy. I told you, right? Readiness ensures traffic is routed only when ready. So prevent serving broken apps to users. That's what I told you, right? If user is not able to open Blinkit application, right? Definitely, if it is Blinkit was broken, he will shift to other. So no, he might shift to Big Basket. And what are the apps available? Swiggy, Instamart. So whatever it may be, they will directly shift to other app. How do you monitor deployments in production? So use tools like Prometheus, Grafana, ELK, New Relic. Yeah. So my favorite was Blinkit. That's the reason I'm mentioning that. So latency, so error, traffic saturation, all these things you can. So how would you migrate an app from on-premise to AWS? So assess and plan infra. So before that you need to plan, right? Recreate it using Terraform. So use VPN or direct connect. So transfer data via S3, RDS or Snowball. Use Route 53 for DNS. How do you secure Kubernetes cluster? So RBAC and network policies, turn off unused services, scan images for vulnerabilities, restrict access to Kube API server. Explain a situation where a deployment broke production and how you handle it. So example will be, right, Blad Helm configuration led to 500 error. So rollback Helm release. So nothing but I have rolled back to previous version, and you have done values.yml. So what is the values.yml? In that values.yml you will define the variables, right? And added pre-deployment checks and smoke test to prevent recurrence. Nothing but before deployment you can check it, right? So before deployment you need to check whether it is working or not, then only you need to deploy it. How would you handle configuration difference between environments? So if it is environment specific, you can use .tf vars. If it is what in Terraform, or values.yml in the Kubernetes, or secrets. So separate namespaces or accounts. CI/CD uses the right configuration per environment. So inside the CI/CD pipeline also you can maintain different jobs for different environments. What is the purpose of using a service mesh like Istio? So just to manage traffic, observability, security across service to service level. Like nothing but there will be multiple services, right? Microservice application is nothing but you will be having multiple services from one service to another service. If you want to communicate, if you want to have a secure communication, we can use Istio. So right, you can done the A/B testing, traffic shifting, retries. So these are the features are available in the Istio. How to manage multi-cloud environments? So use tools like Terraform with provider blocks. Yes, use abstracted monitoring logging tools, example Datadog or Prometheus. Ensure identity management like IAM. So what is the role of GitOps in modern DevOps? So use Git as a single source of truth. So tools like Argo CD or Flux syncs changes automatically from Git to the cluster. Ensures auditability, rollback and control. Yeah. So I will update this in our GitHub. So that's it for today. I will stop the recording. Oh, we have, so today we have break the record more than 1.5 hours of mock interview. And please like this video, and if you are looking for training you can ping me on WhatsApp.